All right, welcome to Between the Speakers. I'm your host, Simon Rex. I'm wearing an Oakland A's hat because today's guest is none other than Too Short, my favorite rapper. Man, this is going to be a great episode. He's a legend. He's quarantined up, so he's got a little time for me, so we're going to check in with him in a minute. It's the middle of summer right now. It's LA's a ghost town. It's strange. I don't know where you guys are watching this from. What's it like? Leave a comment in the YouTube section below. I want to know what's life like right now in your town. Is it a ghost town? Are people out and about? I know everything keeps changing. You got these mask rules and maskers and anti-maxers and all. You know, it's a crazy time. Everybody's divided. I personally enjoy the mask because it's a fashion statement. You could remain anonymous and you could see how bad your breath is as a gauge. So I recently was like, oh, my breath's humming. I got some mints. Baby, I'm learning. I'm learning as I go. All right? So I'd like to take this opportunity to share my platform and say, just please wear a mask and be cool. You know, even if you don't believe in science, do believe that people are getting sick and that you should respect your elders. I think that's what it comes down to. I think you notice the rest of the world's being pretty cool about about wearing masks, but America, for some reason, we're the only ones fighting it. And it makes you wonder, like, we're not one of those cultures that respects our elders, right? You go to Asia, you sit at a table and eat, you better not dare eat before the oldest person at the table sits down and starts to eat, right? I think we need to adapt to a little bit more of the Eastern way of thinking, right? Which is respect your elders, okay? So put on a mask, be cool, it's fun, treat it like a game, pretend you're in a sci-fi movie and remain anonymous and be a crispy member of society. That's all I'm saying, babies. I'm taking this platform time to spread a little bit of positivity because, and another thing, speaking of spreading the germs, it's a germ, people. It's just science, which is my religion. I love science. Science keeps, I like science because science is constantly re-evaluating and moving forward as opposed to just saying, no, it's this way. Science will say, oh, we were wrong. This is the new information. Let's move forward and adapt. So yeah, it's a crazy time. A lot of people are science deniers. You got flat earthers out there. I don't understand that one. I feel like that one's starting to fizzle because there's bigger conspiracy theories that are more topical right now. So yeah, again, just be cool and wear a mask, baby. Too Short wears one. He makes it work. You don't want, you're better than Too Short. Is that what you're trying to tell me? You're better as a human being than Too Short? Oh, man. And look, he just had a baby, so he really wants to be healthy, all right? Too Short is a daddy. That's all I got to say. All right, well, you know what? As a matter of fact, I think it's time. See if he texts. Yeah, Too Short texted me. Let's get him in the room. Let's get him right here. Let me just ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. That's how you get Too Short on the computer. Ba-da-ba-ba. Beyond. All right, there. All right, welcome to Between the Speakers. Too Short, Todd Shaw. First of all, thanks for doing the show. Second of all, how's your quarantine life?
Well, at first it was extremely traumatizing because I've never stayed in the house ever, not even in elementary school, like never, ever, ever.
Right.
So, once I got past that, about the first 60 days and the dream went away, the dream of this was only temporary. Once the dream went away, we backs up against the wall. We just started regrouping as far as different little income streams and doing stuff. And, we're the kind of people, entertainers, man. We like live for like summer. Summer means so many different things. Invites, functions, events, concerts that are like better than the winter concerts, the summer concerts. You get the outdoor stuff and the bigger shows, and the summer's it's always been summer, man. And so summer 2020 is like a big bummer.
Yeah, dude, you're right. It's exactly what it is, and you're right. I think there was a moment when this first all started that it was like, oh man, we'll be back to normal in a couple months, as if anybody really knows what the fuck's going on. But I had the same thing. I was like, it's kind of like almost like you go through the different stages of grief when you lose a friend or a loved one. It's like at first it's like it's denial, and then it's acceptance, and then you go through all these things. And I'm at the same point now where I'm like, all right, I guess 2020 is a wash now. At first, I thought it was going to be the summer. Summer's already halfway over. We were just talking about this. I got a couple gigs booked in September. I don't see that happening. Have you even gotten on an airplane at all since all this happened, or you've been locked down?
I haven't seen an airport since early March.
So that's the longest you've gone as an adult without getting in an airplane, I imagine.
without
6
getting on
months.
an airplane, without doing a show, without just a lot of stuff, man.
And also, hopefully we'll get some sports because I think that'll give us some normalcy again. But look, we're from the Bay. We're from the Bay. The
Oh
Golden
yeah,
State Warriors, we did it for 5 years in a row. And then how lucky are we that after a 5-year run, this whole season got all weird. So Steph Curry could rest. We got Clay resting and this sort of weird.
exactly.
It's perfect,
That,
dude.
that was amazing. It's amazing for the NBA period though, because even like guys like Kevin Durant, gets to come back and
Yep.
the playing feels a little more leveled.
Yeah.
And it's just I don't know, man. This is affecting every walk of life.
Yeah. Yeah. This
The
is
domino effect is amazing.
Yeah, this is like nothing we've ever seen. This is our World War II, where everyone's affected by it somehow. And what I'm learning about this is it's the ultimate truth serum. You're seeing what people are made of. You're seeing who your real friends are. You're seeing what you're made out of. Like it's testing everybody. But I think in the end, like my dad's like a real hippie, Bay dude. And he said it. He kind of said something that was actually on point. He said this is the green slime phase between the caterpillar and the butterfly. Whereas right now it's going to be awkward and weird and ugly for a minute, but on the other end of this, it's going to be maybe better. I think there's a lot of things that had to happen with, obviously, this country's being exposed, like America is being exposed for a lot of things that maybe we didn't see before. The racist stuff, the police brutality was always there, but now it's like really, man, it's like everything's the
Focus
truth.
is much clearer.
Right? So I think in the end, it'll be a good thing. All these uncomfortable things had to happen for us to get to the other side. So
There is a bigger dynamic than just America, and that's the Earth
right.
as well as the universe. And we seem to be either irritating the Earth as the human virus, us being the virus, or the universe is just putting us back on track because we got off track.
I,
A lot of ways to phrase it and put it together in your own mind, but I go for all those. All those. You could give me a religious analogy and fit this in. Like it all. I think it's all real.
yeah, you said it perfectly.
All working right now.
Yeah, I think you said it perfectly. That's exactly what it is. I mean, it's you could apply any religion to it. You could call it the universe. You could call it God. You could call it whatever you want. The only thing I don't subscribe to are conspiracy theories. Some of my friends get way too crazy with the conspiracy theories that it's all fake. Do you experience any? Well, I want to know Too Short's take on those crazy conspiracy theories.
There's a conspiracy theory in there to be indulged.
Which one?
Government interference and how far up and how far wide does it stretch? I don't know, but I do know people are dying.
Right.
And they are dying from coronavirus disease, and it's real. It's real because we know people who are nurses and doctors, and I even know people who've lost like parents, and people who actually died. Hip hop rappers have died, so like it's not a fake disease. I just think it's like a lot of bullshit propaganda in this election year going along with the disease. And they doing this gangbanging shit on us for election year, and we like, this is humanity, bro. Like, like, can we live?
Right.
Fuck this election year. Let's live. So we're not really doing the human thing right now, man. We're really divided on race. We're really divided on politics, and it's a time where I think that in all of the history of humans, man, we've always been the human race, and we've always been fighting against it by hating our neighbor or hating whatever doesn't look like us or living close to us or what I mean? We always find a reason to go against the other tribe or whatever.
Right.
But I just think at some point, and I'm not all about that one world government shit, whatever, new world order or whatever the fuck you call whatever. But I'm just saying humanity should realize that we're very powerful together. And we've yet to harness the energy outside of, sports and shit. We're not harnessing this shit for peace. We're not harnessing it for power.
Right.
All of humanity, what we could do if we were like a ant farm.
Right. Man, dude, you just said so much truth in there, man. It's crazy. Like, I think I don't know. I mean, I've gotten to know you over the years, so I know that you know, like people might just on the surface see Too Short and just kind of know you by your
Yeah.
music.
Talking shit, yeah.
And I get the same thing as Dirt Nasty. People just like, oh, he's just this, that. You know, we tend to put people in boxes, and it's just easy to be like, oh, that's what this person is. But man, you just, you always have some real, like, actually profound wisdom. Everything you just said is exactly how I feel. And I just hope that, I think America is being exposed also as a real, like, we're the new kids on the block as far as the globe, right? We're the new cocky, you know, we're number one, America. Like, we don't get bombed. We bomb other people. We don't get sick. We're America. Well, we're being exposed, and it's like, well, man, all these other countries are sitting back looking at us going, well, they're just killing each other. They're just going crazy on each other. I've got a friend who's a Navy SEAL. He's like, what better time to invade America than when everyone's going at each other? So he's on some shit where he's like, you know, we need to be careful because now we're the most vulnerable ever right now, you know? So I'm not even going down that road, but I'm just saying, like, it's interesting to watch and see what's going to happen with America. Like, is it a failed experiment? Is America going to work? Or, you know, I don't know. I hope so, because without America, you and I, we've gotten to live a really good life and just gotten to get on stage and talk shit and get paid and travel. We've been very blessed, man. Well, you and me are both global citizens. I think you and I are lucky. We get to travel a lot. You've traveled the world. You travel like some people are just stuck in their hometown. And look, they don't know what they don't know. It's just like their mentality might not be as open, and they're a little more tribal. And, you know, I understand, but like me personally, you know, I'm looking at it like America's being exposed for a lot of things that's wrong with it, which is a good, again, I think it's a good thing. What do you miss most? Like, do you miss doing shows? Do you miss like eating at a restaurant? What's the one thing you could have back?
I don't miss the airports.
Nah.
At all.
No.
But I just miss going to people's cities, going to different cities and having a good time and meeting people in their environment and them really going out of their way to show me a good time and like, welcome to our city. And it's just, you know, you just show up and you know, the red carpet rolls out from the moment you get off the plane. They pick you up in really nice vehicles and they, you know, you stay in really nice places and eat really good food. And I really have been accustomed my entire adult life to that's just a regular thing we do. We go and we enjoy the cuisine of different places, and you know, and then we do a party for people and put on a show and have fun after. And that's just life.
I didn't realize how good it was until it got taken away from me, because I realized that too. Like, you know, me and you have done shows together. We've been to the Playboy Mansion together. We've gotten on planes and gotten the red carpet rolled out together. You know, you kind of get used to it, and then all of a sudden it's taken away, and you're like, damn, it's good, man.
We went to the turn up concert, and then we all you got the energy going, and you're in the back room, and the chicks are hot, and we just like smoky and pour me one, and it's just like you just like like you're gonna jump out your skin. You're having so much fun.
It's magical. It's magical, and it really doesn't get old, because, like you said, every city you go to, it's different culture, different cuisine. Like I'm going back to New Orleans. I can't wait to eat at this spot.
And then on top of that, when you do it as long as we've done it, you actually have friends in Portland and Seattle and Omaha, Nebraska. You know what I'm saying? You show up and you guys have each other's numbers already. They're like, hey, bro, you coming in 2 weeks? I got you. And it's not just random people. These are people that you've known for 10, 15, 20 years. Right. And we're friends, you know?
Right.
A lot of promoters are friends because we've had so many experiences together. That's and the promoter personally takes us to dinner or personally hands me that bag of money. I'm like, that's my guy. You know? That
really is your guy, especially when he hands you that wad at the end of the. It's so crazy. Like, we're so blessed, man. Like, we literally just had the most magical night. We're Elvis for the night. We're getting all this love, and then they hand us money at the end of the night. It's like, man, I've done a lot of things in my life. Sure, I've done Hollywood shit. I've done fashion shit. I've been in a lot of industries, but the music scene might be the most magical, because it's like, you know, even as an actor, like, people used to do plays back in the day and you'd perform in front of the theater. Nowadays, you're doing movies, TV shows. You're just doing it in front of a crew. When you get that live interaction, the one thing I miss too is that energy that's just like gone, where, like, you know, you just got 500 people-ish, whatever, and they're all, I mean, you could do no wrong. They're eating out of your hands, and it's not like it's a God complex, but you feel like it's magic, man. I miss that. I definitely miss that. You know,
it's truly a gift. enjoy life.
Yeah, man, we're blessed. Hopefully it gets back to somewhat normal. You know, I'm just thinking at this point, 2020 is a wash. You know what I mean? Like I was thinking, like we're talking about maybe September, but I'm just at this point, I'm anticipating the worst, and probably nothing's gonna happen until 2021. But
I totally put all the stuff we've been talking about. I put that it's out of my mind right now.
yeah,
The next concert or the next tour or 2021. I'm just like, it's never gonna happen again.
right.
So when it does happen again, I'm like, I remember this. Like, I haven't done a show in so long, 4 or 5 months now, that I'm even wondering, do I even know the words to my songs still?
Oh man, you might have to have the cheat sheet, like listening to your backstage, listening to your own music. Like, damn, I forget this, dude. That's so true. Again, wise wisdom, Zen. You're like a monk, dude, and you're right. And also, just like anything in life, the less you want it, the more it comes to you. Like the woman analogy, whatever you want to say, work, anything. The more hungry you are and thirsty, that's a turnoff. The less you want it, that shit just comes to you, and that's exactly how it is with this. Is you just got to put it out of your mind. I actually had to delete Instagram a few times because it's so. I feel like there's too much news, too much social media, too many people's opinions that I got to get rid of it because now we're just sitting around, and it's just I don't think our brains are designed to take this much information in. We're used to just flowing, and right now it's just sitting and thinking. It's.
I'll give you some more positive outlooks on this.
Yes.
So how many times have you been at a movie theater, a restaurant, in the audience of a sporting event, any kind of place, and you're like, I wish this person next to me wasn't this close to me. I need some space between you and me. Like you're at the movie theater, you and your chick in this one empty chair, you like, cool. And then somebody sits there, you like, the away from me. Like so dude. I think all this washing hands and sitting tables apart, I'm like, this is the way I wanted it to be.
Yeah, dude. You're right. It was already social. I was already on some social distancing shit. That's why I moved
Howie
out to
Mandel is loving this.
Right? Yeah, he's the fist bump king. No, it's absolutely true. There was way too much, and then you start thinking back on all, like, especially when you're on tour, high five, and you're all sweat. Like, man, that's just a recipe to get sick, dude. And I'm sure you get this. I try to stay healthy as I can on the road, but I still, almost every year, you're gonna get one flu or a cold or something.
I've known this since I first started touring. Like, shake hands and meet fans. Don't touch your face after. Like, you gotta wash your hands a lot when you're in that environment of being the social guy and you got the lights on you and everybody wants to touch and breathe in your face. You gotta like not take in all the breath and it's November and everybody in the room is coughing, but they all want to be in your face. Like, bro, like I've been doing a sort of social distancing.
Right.
And I mean, I don't like what's going on right now, but that I've sat at a restaurant and I'm like, kind of comfortable.
Right.
Nobody's around us. We can talk a little bit and nobody's eavesdropping on your conversation.
Right. Yeah, you're right, man. And also, I imagine you don't get sweated as much when you go out in public with the mask on because you are not as recognizable. So you could be a little more anonymous. I mean, I don't get it as bad as you, but sometimes, hey, aren't you the guy from this and that? Now you don't even have to engage in that as much. So it's nice to have a little space. And like your boy E40 says, give me 6. In all your years, oh man, I just answered my own question, dude. One of the greatest things I ever seen that you taught me. We did a show in Austin, Texas once. Or no, you were in Austin and I came to stop by after I had a show and you were doing a show at a venue that was outdoors in Austin, Texas. And I'll never forget this because you taught me a valuable lesson. Again, guru, you taught me that you didn't have a DJ, dude, and you played your own songs on a CDJ. This is probably 10 years ago. And you'd go hit play and pause. You had a 1-hour set on a CD, and you had no DJ, and you DJ'd for yourself. And I said to you after, I'm like, how come you don't got a DJ? You go, that's an airplane ticket, that's a hotel room, and so I got to pay a DJ. I could hit play and pause. I was like, dude, I've been spending so much money on a DJ, airplane ticket, hotel room money. And then I started DJing for myself, and I made it a bit. I'd made it a joke, like, oh, I can't afford a DJ, so sorry, y'all. And I'd play, and I'd save myself $1,000 a show. And then, so I was about to ask you, have you ever DJed? So you have DJed for yourself, but really just play pause. That's about the extent of your DJ.
I was a DJ before I made records.
What?
I DJed a lot of house parties.
No, I never knew that, dude.
I was a neighborhood house party DJ.
This is in Oakland, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, if you ever sit me in front of like turntables and CDJs. I know how to I know how to mix and scratch and.
Damn, dude, that's crazy. So have you ever revisited that? Like decided, hey, maybe I should DJ like Snoop. He makes a killings DJing on the side, and he just smokes a blunt, hits play, and he turns a couple knobs and probably makes 15, 20 G's at least. At least,
yeah,
shit, more than that.
I thought about it, but at the same time, everything I do, I'm like serious about it.
Right.
And I would have to find some sort of. I just can't find that thing in me to be a DJ at this age.
Yeah, I feel you. Because I've been asked the same thing. Well, segue. This video game lets you be a DJ in your own living room. Let's show a clip real quick. How's that, right?
Hold it. Yeah, there it is.
Okay, so basically you are a DJ it's like you're basically in your living room DJing, and you're pulling the parts from, let's say you're pulling a part from Old Town Road, a Nelly song, and you got Whitney Houston vocals, and you just drag the parts in and mix and mash as if you are the DJ in your own living room. You actually know how to DJ for a lot of people. Oh, there's Cardi B. Who else we got? Dua Lipa, Pitbull, Neo. Man, they got everybody on here. So we got to get Too Short in this video. I'm gonna make a phone call because we got to get you in this video game. They got to have Blow the Whistle in here, and you just DJ.
That's a lot of residuals for an artist.
That's what I'm saying. We got it. So after this is over, I'm gonna try to make that happen. Nothing would make me more happy than getting you in that game, because basically you DJing in your living room, and I don't know how to DJ, so for me this game is gonna be a ton of fun. Yeah, I'll get you a copy. Let's get you busy because right now I know you're at the house. It's something to do, you know.
So I guess if they got the DJ version, they had Rockstar.
Yep.
What else they have?
Guitar Hero and Rock Band. Yeah.
Did they have a dancing one?
They do. They actually, yeah. I don't know if this is the same company, but yes, there's the dance.
Kind of looks similar.
Same kind of vibe. Yeah, exactly.
I gotta suspect that rap is next.
You know what, man? They should have like a microphone and a DJ one, so you could also that's a great idea, dude. I guess because the Rock Band one, you had the microphone, but it was all rock songs. So yes, man, I'm gonna connect you guys because there's a play here somewhere. I see it. The Jewish businessman in me, and I could say that because I'm Jewish in the sensitive climate. I'm half Jewish, so I'm half a businessman. Sees me connecting you with these people and getting Blow the Whistle in the game, and then the rap version. Isaac, you're the only witness. Okay? All right? I'll see you in court. All right. Well, Short, dude, you're the best. Thank you for your time, bro. I appreciate you giving me. I know that right now you're just quarantined up anyway, but time is money, and you're a legend, and thank you.
All right, man. I'll see you. I'll see you out there.
I appreciate you. I'll holler at you in a minute, bro.
All right, bro.
Later, bro. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that episode with Too Short. Man, what a legend. What a wise. He's Yoda, okay? He's guru. He is a wise, misunderstood man. And I just say that out of ultimate respect. People see Too Short like, oh, the rapper who says, listen. That guy just, obviously, you heard it, spit some amazing truths. And I agree with him on a lot of those topics. I need to be more like Too Short in that he is very equanimous. Word of the day, folks. Equanimous, being calm in the eye of the storm. He always seems so mellow, right? I remember I was on tour with him once, and he put his bag the way he put his bag up in the overhead compartment was so calm, and I'm like neurotic and tripping out and nervous to be on the plane. And I just looking at Too Short. We were doing shows together. I was like, man, that's a cool cat. I need to be more like Too Short. And again, he reminded me of how cool he is. So lesson learned. We're all learning and burning, baby. Too Short, thank you for being on the show. I'll see you guys next week on Between the Speakers. Between the Speakers.